Hello, and welcome to episode 106 of Bardic Quest. The Black Spider has slipped through our heroes' fingers, and rather than choose to rest and heal their wounds, our heroes chose to try to pursue him. But in their pursuit, they were caught off guard by a number of his reinforcements in the form of 2 bugbears. Can our heroes finish these bugbears off in time to pursue Halfred and Loren? Let's find out. So without further ado, let's get into this week's episode of Bardic Quest. You guys had kind of regrouped with the hopes of perhaps healing from your wounds, gathering back some resources before continuing on your hunt for the Black Spider, who, as it turns out, is one Halfred and Loren, who had escaped via invisibility previously. But of course, there was the question and the challenge of, well, how long do we regroup for? Because he's currently fleeing, and if we don't pursue, then he may very well completely get away. So you decided that you were going to continue further into, or kind of down the next corridor, just to kind of scout ahead, really, and kind of get a sense of what might be down there, or where he may have gone. Much to Thorik's chagrin, who was keen to gain some spellcasting resources back. You attempted to pick the lock of a door, which didn't go so well, and then heard the presence of footsteps excuse me, headed your way up or rather from the other end of the corridor, headed in your general direction. And so we're picking up now with a semi-failed attempt at hiding from the source of the footsteps, which actually turns out is 2 bugbears coming through. But they spotted Saga's shadow on the ground, and so have not been surprised by her. However, Johann is currently invisible, and Thorik and Sergei are playing dead underneath the carcasses of some giant spiders. So before we actually roll initiative, because initiative will be being rolled, I just want to determine how surprised these bugbears, because Saga doesn't have the jump on them. Johann is going to have surprise, essentially, because they don't know that he's there. So I just want to determine, Sergei and Thorik, whether or not you have the advantage of surprise. So could I get, from either of you, because you're playing dead, I will let you decide which skill you prefer, either a deception check or a performance check, please.
They are both a +7.
They are both a -1.
Oh, what could possibly go wrong?
4.
And to top that, how does a 9 look?
It's probably not that great. So I'm going to say then that your attempts at playing dead are wholly unconvincing. and therefore you're on.
Yeah, the constant moaning was too much.
Thorik's trying to just.
It's working, Thorik.
It's those little bristles on the spider's legs. They get right up your nose.
I think Sergei's given like a Shakespearean over-the-top Amdram performance. Today, I die.
Sweet oblivion, open your arms.
Light, I see the light.
Ooh, very plinkety-plonkety piano music going on here. All right, so in which case then, Johann, you're going to be the only person that's got the element of surprise. So you will be acting first out of your party. So let's roll initiative and see where we go from there, shall we?
2 main weapons, fear and surprise.
Indeed. All right, let's roll some initiative then.
Do I automatically go first because I'm invisible?
Not automatically. It depends where you are. Oh, no, actually, you will, actually, if you've got surprise on them. The first round, you will be acting alone before everybody else acts. So, yes, you will be automatically going first.
Well, that's all right, because I just rolled a 2.
Very good.
I rolled a 7.
So, Johann's on a 2. Sergei's on a 7.
14.
Snap.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I have +3, so I have a 5. I just rolled a 2.
Oh, okay. So that's a 5 for Johann. Thorik, what's your initiative?
14, same as Saga.
Who's got the higher dex?
Oh.
Saga.
16 plus 3.
All right, so we'll go Saga, then we'll go Thorik then. In that case, the first.
To be fair, I have an unfair advantage.
True.
Please be fair.
The first bugbear. I mean, they're not known for their quickness, I suppose. The first bugbear rolled a 5. What's your dexterity score, Johann? Probably higher than a bugbear, but what's your score?
17.
Oh yeah, okay. So you can go first, and then that bugbear. We'll call him bugbear number 1 for now. Until I come up with a better name. Well, one of them is kind of darker furred than the other. So let's say we've got the ginger bugbear, which will be bugbear number 1. And
The brunette.
the brunette bugbear will be bugbear number 2.
My lord, I cannot strike the ginger bugbear.
And he's going to roll a. Oh, he's getting a 20. So, brunette bugbear with a 20. So the order will go thusly then. Obviously, first we'll have Johann's surprise round, his sole surprise round, which is very optimal given he's an assassin. Then it will go the brunette bugbear, then Saga, then Thorik, then Sergei, then Johann, then the ginger bugbear.
Where's the blonde bugbear for the full hair care range?
Well, maybe he'll crop up later.
That was a joke.
I know it was a joke.
Are these bugbears just Avon representatives? They're not here to fight, they're just here to sell.
Avon calling.
Yeah.
Bugbear Avon ladies. All right. So,
You will buy affordable makeup.
Johann then.
Look here.
These two bugbears are entering from the eastern side of the room. They have spotted Saga. You can see that they've spotted Saga, and they are already. I mean, they were coming in on guard anyway, so they were already ready to potentially try and take somebody out. But they are very much focusing their attention on Saga as she's so close to them right now. What would you like to do? Yes, you, Johann.
Okay.
Nice round.
It's even a surprise to me. So both bugbears have waltzed into the room.
Yes.
Making their way towards Saga.
Yes.
Okay. I position myself behind one of the bugbears in an attempt.
You can't really get used. So, to be clear, they're coming in side by side down this corridor.
Yeah.
At this point, because they've spotted Saga, they are basically in the entryway of the corridor.
Okay.
Looking into the room. So you can't really position yourself behind them. You can kind of get in front of them, but you're not going to be able to move through, because they're enemies, you're not going to be able to move through their space.
Okay, then it doesn't matter if I'm invisible. I can just take them from the front.
Absolutely.
I'm okay. Okay, I'm gonna stab with Steve, and then probably use my bonus act. Does attacking break my invisibility?
Yes, it will. Yes, it will.
Okay,
it will break your invisibility, but you will, of course, have advantage on the attack roll anyway.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right then. Here goes.
I'm pretty sure it breaks your invisibility anyway. I'll look that up.
Oh, come on. That's an 8 plus 5. That's a 13. Will that hit?
13. Are you going for the ginger or the brunette?
Let's go for the ginger.
Going for the ginger?
This feels like a hate crime.
You say that was a 13 with the advantage.
How about a 21?
Oh, that's much better. All right, so you sneak up in your invisible state towards... Which one was it? The ginger?
Yeah. Sorry, Jane.
And
you
strike. You plunge Stephen into this bugbear's torso. Roll for damage for me. Now,
with my own blade as well.
As he is surprised, I
Yes.
believe, because of Assassinate, I get a critical hit on this mother.
very nice. In which case, then, double your dice damage. So, not double your dice damage, so roll double the amount of dice you would normally roll. It's probably the better way to put it. And then add your usual modifier.
Including sneak attack.
Including sneak attack, yes.
Oh my god.
Just you watch. That's a 3 plus 3, which is 6, plus 3 damage modifier, which is 9, and that's right, isn't it? Sneak attack. Yes, range of enemy. Oh yeah, because I have advantage. Comes in anyway. That's a 9 plus another 8 is 17. Okay, I think that's everything. 17 damage, please.
17 points of damage. All right. Would you like to describe how you at least bloody this bugbear then?
So presumably it kind of just staggers into just the mouth of the corridor.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just as he's about to say something, he feels a really sharp take his breath away as I probably pierced one of his lungs. So he's just kind of go, and then I just kind of pull it out again, and then give a little, and then with my bonus action I disengage.
Very nice. Very nice. So are you going to move anywhere? Because you've probably only moved about 10 feet to get to this bugbear at this point.
I will peel off to the side of the corridor, hoping that the one I stabbed or the other one will follow me, and hopefully we can split them up. Or if they both come on me, then...
Well, again, essentially you're kind of in the room. You're not in the corridor right now, so you're in the temple chamber.
Like peel off.
Oh, I see. So you're going to go around the other side from where Saga is, you mean? Ah, okay. Got you. All right. Cool. All right. So you kind of sidle back round. There's actually a convenient pillar just near to where you are, actually, so you could easily use that as a little bit of cover to try and lure them away, perhaps. All right. So that's actually the end of round one, because you are the only one with surprise. So that does bring us then to the brunette bugbear, who very much won the initiative order with his 20. Now remember, bugbears are quite brutish, so they hit hard when they hit, but luckily they don't have multi-attack, which is where it balances out, I suppose. So, as they are right next to you, really, Saga, unsurprisingly, this bugbear is going to swing his Morning Star with reckless abandon straight in your direction for a 16 against your armor class.
That's exactly my armor class.
Ouchies. All right. All right. So, it swings its Morning Star around straight towards you, almost as though it's aiming for your head. And as you kind of flinch, kind of preparing for impact, it actually strikes your collarbone with a sickening crunch as you take 10 points of piercing damage from the Morning Star.
Halved?
Which is halved, yes, indeed, because of your curse of lycanthropy. So that will be halved as you have resistance to piercing damage. That is correct. So that's going to be 5 piercing damage for you then.
Call that a curse?
This is a curse.
This is cursed. That is cursed. All right. And that's probably going to be that bugbear's go, because he's engaged with you anyway. And he's also just hit you very hard. What's your current state in terms of health-wise, Saga? How are you looking?
Half.
Okay, all right. So you're certainly bleeding a little bit at this point. So the bugbear's feeling a little cocky after having just struck you, and heard the crunch of its Morning Star against your collarbone. All right, so that's going to be its go, but it's actually your go next. So how would you like to respond?
Well, be rude not to respond with my greatsword.
All right. This is the brunette bugbear. So this is the one that is so far untouched.
Well, whoever's like closest to me.
Which
like I'm guessing if bugbear hit me.
Yeah,
right
so
in front of
you're
me.
kind of north, so on the north side of the corridor. Johann's on the south side. So the brunette is the one that you're engaged with. The ginger one is not actually engaged with you.
Yeah. I'll take the brunette one then. Oh, I think that's 10.
A 10 against his armor class. Is unfortunately going to miss as he just, with his Morning Star, just knocks your blade aside as you swing for him. Yeah.
I should have according to my character sheet, I have an action surge. So,
Okay.
let me use that. Let's use that. Try again. That's better. That is 18 to hit.
An 18 will hit as you swing your blade and strike true. So roll for damage for me.
2, 7? Not fantastic, but it's something.
7 points of damage to the brunette bugbear. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, so you swing your blade at the bugbear, and he kind of bats it aside again, but you take an opportunity just to almost like slide your blade up his thigh, splitting some of the flesh on the outside of his leg as he lets out a cry of pain. Anything else you'd like to do?
No, we'll wait until next turn.
Alrighty. Thorik, then, you are up next. You are currently very poorly playing dead underneath a giant spider corpse. So, what would you like to do at this point? Essentially, these two bugbears are coming out of this corridor. Saga is dealing with the brunette bugbear on the north side. Johann's attacked the ginger one on the south side, and then kind of backed off around. So currently, Saga's the only one engaged with the bugbear at the moment.
I think Thorik just kind of like leans his head against the floor and he's just sort of staring up at the ceiling. Just kind of feeling his wounds. His ribs are feeling bruised. He's got like cuts, and he's probably not even the most hurt in the party by any shot, but he's feeling weak. But he turns to his right. He just feels this glow, and he just notices that his rings are glowing, kind of not from anything he's consciously doing. And he just sort of almost plays with the light in his fingers and just feels this sort of intervention of something giving him that little bit extra juice. Level 5. And he just cricks his neck and like sweeps the spider leg off of himself, rises to his feet.
Yep.
And with his ringed hand, he just twists it, and looking at the brunette bugbear, the ginger bugbear, he is going to use Sacred Flame. So could this bugbear please make a Dex 14, a DC 14 Dex save for me, please?
He certainly can. All right. Oh, that's actually quite a high roll. All in all, that is a 19.
Cool. Nothing occurs. In which case, the flames kind of like lick. Thorik's concentration is sort of lapsed a little bit, and the flames start to engulf and sort of just miss as this thing sort of darts out of the way.
Maybe singeing a couple of hairs, maybe.
Oh, certainly. There's that lovely smell of burnt ginger hair. But the flames do look more potent, despite missing. But he's just going to go to Sergei's side, just while he's getting up, as a bit of protection while he's still prone. And that's me.
Alrighty. Okay. So you're basically moving in to protect Sergei then?
Yep.
Yeah? Alright. Okay. Sergei, Thorik has just unleashed a mote of flame towards the bugbear, but not managed to quite land it, and is now at your side. What would you like to do, as you also quite badly play dead?
I am alive! Are these two daggers I see before me? I rise. I face this endless night.
I lift myself up and I will look towards the ginger bugbear. It's time. And I'm going to run in and just with the two daggers, 2-weapon fighting, and go for some hits.
I love how Thorik moves to your side to protect you, and then you're just like, fuck it! I'm going in!
It's like, right, Sergei, let's make sure that we take them. Okay, he's
Leroy! Alright then, so do you want to roll? This is going to be 2-weapon fighting then with 2 daggers, yeah?
Yes, first one is a 16 to hit.
Which is the magic number as you manage to penetrate its rather poor armor, really. Alright.
Very nice.
Roll for damage on that one.
4 hit points of damage on that one.
4 hit points of damage on that one. Okay, which is he's still standing.
Lovely.
As you penetrate his torso with this very small dagger, in comparison at least to the bugbear itself.
Yes.
Roll for the second one for me.
Next one was only a 3, so that is not going to hit.
No, at this point, having just kind of been pierced by the first dagger, it's kind of ready for the second. It just kind of bats your arm aside as you begin to strike, and lets out a little bit of a roar in your face, almost in an attempt to intimidate you. Anything else you'd like to do, Sergei?
Faint in his arms. Oh, no. I'll just I'm out of pretty much everything. I've got no inspiration, no spells. So I will just stare at him and I'll just go,
This episode of Bardic Quest is sponsored by ourselves, and specifically Bardic Quest Plus, our exclusive Patreon membership program that's designed especially for our most dedicated fans. When you join Bardic Quest Plus, you're not just a supporter, you're an essential part of our storytelling journey. Unlock a treasure trove of benefits, including exclusive access to our community Discord, where you can connect with like-minded adventurers, engage with the creators behind the show, and become part of our tight-knit community. As a Bardic Quest Plus patron, you'll be among the first to enjoy the main weekly show thanks to early access available right now at patreon.com/BardicQuest. Delve even deeper with Bardic Quest Behind the Screens, your backstage pass to the magic that brings our stories to life. And dive into the essence of the saga with Bardic Quest Abridged, a re-edited compilation of each chapter premiering during our dark seasons with early access for our patrons. And join in on the adventure with Bardic Quest Downtime, featuring bloopers and bonus content. But that's not all. As a Bardic Quest Plus patron, you'll also enjoy ultra early access to brand new actual play series where uncharted realms and thrilling adventures await. Bardic Quest Plus is your gateway to an even deeper, more immersive storytelling experience. So join us today at patreon.com/BardicQuest and embark on a journey where the adventure is only the beginning. All right then. Johann, Sergei's now engaged with the bugbear that you so kindly bloodied for him, and now looks to be slightly on the back foot with that bugbear. There is also the other bugbear that's just struck Saga with his Morning Star, and Thorik is now in the centre of the room just watching Sergei get himself into a difficult position. What would you like to do?
Weighing up who probably needs help more, kind of looks towards the Saga and then looks towards Sergei. I have a microsecond of contemplation before running towards Sergei.
Alrighty. And what are you going to do when you get there?
Then I will. I will attempt to finish him off. If his attention is distracted by Sergei, can I get in behind him?
Again, you can't really get in behind him because of just where the positioning is in terms of the corridor. But I think collectively you could certainly probably flank him.
Then flanking it is. I'm going to hit him right in the flank.
flank away.
Just call me a massive flanker.
Stop it. Stop it.
The flankiest I've ever seen.
Alrighty then.
So roll with advantage for me then, please, sir.
Oh, I'll take that advantage, sir. That'll be 16.
16 is the magic number, as we have already determined, so that will be a hit.
You flanker, you.
So not only do you hit, but because of the advantage, you also do get the benefits of your sneak attack, sir.
Indeed. And also would have because I have my trusty Sergei by my side anyway. So let's see how much damage Stephen does. That's a full 8 plus 3, so that's 11 already.
Yes.
Very nice.
And
Stephen, you've come back to me.
Stephen! Plus, that's a 6 and a 5. Oh my god, so that's 11 plus another 11, which is 22, if I am not mistaken.
That's a happy rogue right there.
How are you finishing him?
This is the day that Johann got his Mohan back.
Sure.
The audience will get it. Imagine the ginger bugbear like raising a big kind of overhand strike, only to find a familiar blade pierced him through the other side of his chest, only to hear a dark little chuckle from behind him before a twist, and then a pull out, and then him to fall to his knees, and then just go. And your hand's kind of like, this is a good sword.
Very nice. That's only your movement, well, half of your movement, shall we say, and action. So is there anything else you'd like to do? There is another bugbear that you are kind of engaged with as well. That was the one that is with Saga. Not quite engaged with, but pretty much right next to
I will... Can I use my bonus action to throw? I can, can't I? Because I'm not... Is it close enough for me to engage?
You could, just move like 5 feet and you're there.
Oh, sweet. No, I'll do that then. And I'll shank him.
Alrighty, with your 2-weapon fighting, yeah?
Indeed.
Alright.
With my dags.
My dags. And you are also going to get the benefits of flanking because Saga is engaged on... You're on its left, Saga's on its right. So you get your flanking again. So roll with advantage.
Alright, it happens. That's a 14 and a 10, so 14 plus 5 is 19.
Very nice, it's going to hit. So roll for damage.
The damage. That'll be 6 plus 3, which is 9. And then with my sneak attack, that's a 6 plus 9 is 15.
15 points of damage. Good sir.
Imagine I pierced his kidney.
Absolutely, yeah. And he lets out a massive roar and kind of almost turns with a look of shock on his face to look towards you as he also not only looks at you but looks at his fallen friend too, realizing that perhaps already the tide of this fight has massively turned against him. He is now bloodied.
Good.
You know what? Good.
It would have been the ginger bugbear's go next, but actually, he's dead. And didn't get to act at all this combat. So,
if ever you did narration for this series, now it would have been the bugbear's turn, but he's dead. The bugbear.
So that does verily bring us to the top of the round. Back to the brunette bugbear who you've just struck in the kidneys, Johann. Now he's kind of surrounded on all sides, so perhaps fleeing is certainly not really an option for this bloodied bugbear at this point. So, in an act of vengeance, he's going to swing his Morning Star around his head, turn back towards you, Johann, and try and strike you as hard as he bloody well can.
My baby boy.
And what a time for him to roll a 2 on the dice. So that's a 6 against your armor class. As you deftly sidestep his swing, sir.
Didn't even scratch the leather.
Alrighty. That is going to be its turn. So, Saga, you are up. It now has its attention squarely on Johann, who's just struck him in the kidneys. Mm-hmm. What would you like to do?
I will slash it in the back.
Very nice.
Great sword.
That is 19 to hit.
19 to hit is, of course, going to hit as you strike it in the back. So, give us a damage roll, please.
Okay. How bad does he look?
Not terribly bad, but he's got a nice big wound in his back from where Johann struck him in the kidneys with his blade.
Do I use a superiority dice or not?
Why not?
All I could say to you is I would consider him bloodied, not in critical condition.
I'm gonna use a superiority dice. Let's make it a maneuvering attack. So if he doesn't die, Johann gets to move half his speed without provoking an opportunity attack.
Wonderful.
So let's do that. 5. Ooh. 5 plus 12. 12 plus 15 points of damage.
Very nice. Not enough to kill him, but certainly enough to get him into critical condition. So would you like to describe how you're doing that, Saga?
Well, if he was stabbed in the kidneys, I'm just aiming for that area on a nice upward strike.
Oh.
And gash bigger, you know.
So what did you guys do?
Yeah.
We put a bugbear in renal failure.
And there are just like gouts of blood just kind of going everywhere now at this point, as it's bleeding profusely from its back, its lower back. Ugh. Grim.
And Johann can move if he wishes to, and he won't
Yes,
get
indeed.
any opportunity attack. Half his speed, but sure, have a little dodge.
Would you like to move, Johann?
I feel it's rude not to.
Go on.
After an extending of superiority dice. Very well. I march to his front and look him square in the eye.
Let's become a do-si-do.
Do-si-do. Where'd you come from? Where'd you go? Where'd you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
I'm just moving, right? I can't do anything. I'm just kind of moving.
You don't have to move if you don't want to. It's just...
No. I'm going to move. I'm going to move. I'm going to use this opportunity to face this creature.
Yeah.
No, dear. You spent your superiority dice. I'm going to move.
Oh, so polite.
No, it's all right. I'll move the car.
All right. So that brings us to Thorik. You're watching all of this from afar at this point. What would you like to do?
How far am I away from this bugbear?
From the bugbear, probably about 20, 25 feet. You could certainly get to it with a move.
Sure.
Action.
I'm going to move 10 feet forward just to get a little bit closer, just kind of pick my target. And his rings are still glowing, sort of apropos of nothing. And he's just sort of concentrating, closes his eyes a second, and an unbidden memory comes to his mind of his mother sitting in on his late sort of Feanor tutelage of using magic and cantrips. And he just hears her voice just like, aim it where they're going to be, not where they are. And he's like, yes. And he's going to Sacred Flame again. So another DC 14 deck save, please.
All right. DC 14, you say?
Yeah.
He has rolled a 12 this time, as your mother's words seem to strike
total?
true.
12 total?
12 total.
Lovely.
Yeah, 12 total.
Oh, in which case, this is something I didn't know about attaining level 5. Certain cantrips now do more damage.
Yes,
including
indeed.
Sacred Flame, which has become 2d8, not just the single d8.
Very
Which
nice.
feels pretty big. 2d8 feels good. Particularly when there's an 8 on the die. That's 11 points of radiant damage.
How are you finishing him?
Oh, just he twists his hand and he gets engulfed in this radiant flame as he just kind of just Wilhelm screams and just disintegrates.
Nice. And silence once again befalls the chamber as the 2 bugbear corpses are at all of your feet, essentially, at this moment in time.